Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted this a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a disc. And I'm talking a few $100,000 charge. You just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I know like she can count it out. She try to be nosy and hit her lag, she like, girl, you can get.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, what a point to God. Big numbers, big numbers.
Yeah.
Big numbers. Whole team counted this a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the big skin when he stretch a disc. And I'm talking a few $100,000 charge. You just on your fifth grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no fives, no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause I know like she can count it out. She try to be nosy and hit her lag, she like, girl, you can get.
We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like
He give me ass whoopings and lessons. It's a lesson behind every ass whooping, you know. So I just want y'all niggas to know that's what come with this. A lesson behind every last
young,
one of these ass whoopings.
incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Fell out your hair, it's not in your hair no more.
Unforgettable, you were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
You so cute with your little self. You my little cutie pie.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston.
Crossbar.
All day, baby, all day. This run 80, not 180.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. On the move to his left. Oh, he's going to take into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
23 yards on the play. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run it. This is Ferguson fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Back to the ground now with Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, Rivers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
1st down, Rivers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back to throw, Watson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Following the interception here, Rivers eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the end zone, Watson off to Thomas on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. A first down carry now for Miller.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
From the 24, Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The former #3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston.
Right back to you, nigga.
Kiki QT in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll take it up past the 25.
I got trust issues.
To the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
At the 22-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll toss it to Miller. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 48 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. From the 27, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson over the middle, open is Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down, Rivers again. Throw to the right here to Gordon. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
180. Easy, easy. Hey, ready, shot!
From the 39, Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. They run it here with Gordon. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Rivers to throw it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen, the intended receiver.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Tackles, tackles. Back. 58 for Mike.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. That'll bring up second down.
58 for Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good for a Texans first down.
Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a toss running left. This is Miller. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it again with Miller. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And no, it's incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Williams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Rivers. Now he'll dump it up complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
And Allen's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Set, 19. Cut. Check, crouch. 5. You. Time to go. 57. Time to go.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in to knock it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Time to go.
Now it's Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
I'm a real nigga in the world. You ain't.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Scratch riggedy, 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 rock. Scratch riggedy, 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 rock. Scratch riggedy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Scratch riggedy, 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 rock.
Gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We installed doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowds. So you ready?
and jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter, right? Turn it up. We giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
For all y'all that watch that real G just put down that ass whooping like that. Because sometimes you gotta play defensive game. You know what I'm saying? That's T-R-O. Yeah, my thing, bro.
How many of y'all came to win?
Settle down on offense.
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend a day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I come look bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Get shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league more valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together. Like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Israel. Nice little thumber. Little thumb. Thumb down, believe I'm young. Whoop up on somebody with a whole ass. I don't like Baker Mayfield. Play with these boys. And Baker's not good. Not good enough. Somebody with a rifle. Baker got a goddamn pistol.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sand era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad big pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dumb make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay. Man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep it score.
Malay, give me that.
Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, with a point to guard.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Big chicken nugget, man.
Big numbers.
Man,
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Blue hunts. Whole team counted.
Fine with your little cute self. Yeah,
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt.
When I did.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Joseph now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Show me. Show me, show me. Show me, dude. What's wrong? Your track is fine. Quit bothering me.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 61 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead.
It's okay, Lake.
Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Pull it high. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Watch the safety creep. No.
Mayfield down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Seth DeValve. And now it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch twist. Run. X3, 218.
Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
180. Watch my 4. All day, just like that. Just like that.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw over the middle taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Alert. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
Watch the screen.
On 1st down, Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. This is Carson. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Joe Schobert able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
You better stop it, Javion. Malaya, stop it.
At their own 18-yard line.
Javion. Come here, Lele. What you want, Javion? What you want? Okay, here. Battery dead, nigga.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch, switch, switch. Regular, regular, regular.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big stop, let's go. Bang, 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 bang.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Y'all better stop it.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Stop it, Malaya.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Hey, watch the slant. Real. Watch that. Check. Fresno.
A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
180. Check. Walk 54. King. Watch it.
First down, Mayfield. Complete to his tight end, Seth the Valve. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Wilson defers to Penny here on the draw. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, 74 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Only Gucci person. That's what y'all stop me played. No. Malaya, no. That's his.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mayfield. And that's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
It's going to be hard for me.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Mayfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Hey, alert.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up up, incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Why you messing with your unky feet?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Hunt. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well to get a few stops.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mayfield to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunt. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And again, it's Mayfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns are back within a score. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And fights through one man. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Set, 180. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
He's back to throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Mayfield going to take it on a sneak. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hunt, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Kareem Hunt with time running out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. Mayfield to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with a score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He juked him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Y'all see your boy out here, man. Y'all see your boy out here, man.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Y'all came to win.
Shit.
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I come to bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, down the tide? You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Mid beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good.
Like
we
my
don't need your
niggas,
feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Supposed to be faster than the 89, bro. On acceleration in 94, though.
Time to bring the bass bird. Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the lines in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. Ay, I know we the ones that ain't them. Put both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass bird.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.